is 8.5 DPO. This is second morning urine. I want to show that I have dipped it. It is running across, sliding it back in there. I cut off the end so it can just slide right back in there. So let's take a look. 8.5 DPO. And I don't see anything. And there is nothing popping up. There is no test line. So this is a negative for 8.5 DPO. I will see you tomorrow at 9 DPO. This is the test for 9 DPO. 10 DPO is tonight at 9 o'clock, give or take. That's when I had the ovulation cramping. So tonight would be 10 DPO. So this is for 9 DPO. This is second morning urine. And I'm gonna go dip this. We'll look at it in 3 minutes and we'll see what happens. Also, I wanted to show you that I did get a different brand this time, and it is the Acuclear. Has anybody ever used Accu-Clear? I used Acumed 2 months ago. And so this is Acuclear, and this is supposed to be, 6 days before missed period as well. Anyway, and then the funny thing about this one is it says to dip for at least 10 to 15 seconds, which is a long time. And then it says read as early as 5 minutes, but don't read, bless you, don't read after 15 minutes. So it says don't read after 15, not just 10 or whatever. Anyway, so I went ahead, in addition to my first response, I did a Walmart one-step, and I did one of these. But, I'm gonna look obviously at the 3 minutes, and then everybody else, I will look at the 5-minute mark. Timer went off, okay. Go ahead and do, actually I'll just go ahead and do the most insensitive first, which would be the Acuclear, and I did not even cover this, and there is nothing there. It's still running, but this is what it looks like. But I'll get a better view on the counter there. I hate it when it looks like something's trying to come up. And then you're like, nope. Okay, so anyway, here is the Walmart one-step I did. And there's nothing coming up on that one either. Okay. Okay. All right, so first response. And by now, I did have a blazing positive with my daughter. Like, it was so clear and dark. And so, I'm 9.5 DPO. So, let's see what's going on here. Whoa, wait a minute. Are you kidding me right now? I don't understand this. OPKs are coming up light. There is an easy, I don't understand this. I had a big speech planned about how it's over, and what am I gonna do now? Okay. It's been 3 minutes. You saw the timer go off. This was not a 10-minute, this is not a 10-minute evaporation line. Okay. It's not even gonna show up. How is this happening? I'll show it to you, Let me show it to you before it disappears. This is insane. I don't understand this. How is there a line there? I'm sorry, I'm freaking out. This is not what I expected. How can I get this to show up? Is it showing there? Do you see that? Okay. Hi, Bentley. This is not happening. Okay, so I tried to take a picture and it doesn't show up at all. So, is this an evaporation line? How at 3 minutes can, okay. And as time goes on, it starts to get lighter, but that should be, I mean, that's kind of good because usually with the faint lines, when you see pregnancy progression videos, they're like, yeah, I could totally see it when I took it, but now you can't see it anymore. You know, you know what I'm talking about. And see, even now, it's getting harder to see, which makes me think it's real. Because as time goes on, if it gets kind of harder to see, but I can totally see that. So, is this an evil evaporation line that just totally came up? Or, you know, and I got a tiny, see, I have a light line on here that will not show up on camera. I promise you it will not. I'll show them to you anyway, but they're very blank. So 9.5 DPO, and I'm getting a line that I did not have to get out the microscope for. I have a triple pack first response. I feel like, sometimes I feel like first response has like a conspiracy going where like some of those tests, the control line was so hairline thin. How in the world can it have enough ink to share with the test line? And this one's pretty darn skinny too, but yet I could totally see a line on the test line. And I'm having a hard time seeing it now, like it's starting to disappear a little bit, which again makes me think that it might be actually a real line. It's a real line. Dang it. I guess I will see you tomorrow at 10 DPO. Okay, so we are back in the bathroom. It is 10.5 DPO. I have stalled all morning long. Anyway, I'm gonna take the Acuclear again. I'm not gonna lie, I took an easy at home this morning with the first morning urine and it came up totally negative. So I'm not gonna do another easy at home because that would be pointless. But I am gonna do an Acuclear. I'm gonna do my very last Walmart one step. And I'm also gonna do the first response. This first response is from a brand new pack actually. Here I was thinking, so brand new pack, still in the plastic. So yeah, I need to start opening this. Basically I'm stalling because I don't want to know that this is a chemical or a big fat, you know, disappointment. So I don't want to, I just, you know, you just want to live, once you get that positive line, don't you just want to freeze frame time and just not, you know, only because, now you wouldn't feel that way if you've never had a chemical pregnancy before. And I've also had chemical pregnancies that progressed and I had my best, darkest line and started my period 10 minutes later. I feel sick. The timer went off, 3 minutes is over. But for the other ones that I dipped, it's more like 5 minutes for them, I think. I'm gonna do the Acuclear first. I'm just gonna deal with reality here. So here is my Acuclear. And there's nothing really going on there. Actually, I almost feel like I can, no, I'm not gonna make up lines. Okay. Here is Walmart one step. Kind of looks like a shadow of something, but nothing I mean, I can see where the line's supposed to be. So I would say that's negative. I'll show them to you, I'll keep them out. Yeah. If this is negative, I'm gonna go crawl into a hole somewhere. I don't wanna do this. Are you hungry? There's hardly anything there. I knew it. Oh my gosh, I knew it. There's nothing there. I mean, barely anything there. I'm gonna waste another one, well, and dip second morning urine and see if anything pops up. Can't be serious. I'm gonna dip another one in the second morning urine, and then if it's negative, it's over. Okay, it has been 3 minutes. This is second morning urine with a first response from the same pack. And there's nothing there. So, it is over. My temperature went up though this morning. I believe something happened, and there is still a chance that, you know, but I've had this so many times before where I had a line. The next day I did not have a line. Then the next day I had a line again, and it just teeters back and forth until finally your period starts. Man, is this control line ever thin though. I just hate this. It's so hard to trust these. This one from the first one is a better control line, but man, this control line, let me show you what they look like. This is the first one, and there is nothing, there is no test line that I can see. And the control line looks normal. But look at the control line on this one. So skinny. There we go. Skinny, skinny, skinny. But anyway, there is no line to see. Yesterday, there was a total line to see. Today, there is nothing. Okay, so it is November 6th, and this is for 11 DPO. Tonight is 12 at 9 o'clock. 12 DPO at 9 o'clock. I am adding in the Walmart Equate and a first response. This is again from a brand new box because, so yesterday after my negative, I dipped the second from the triple pack in my second morning urine, and it was negative. Then I went ahead and did urine stream with the third, and I just blew the entire box all day yesterday because I was kind of fed up, and I'm like, I wanted to blow all my digitals too and just not have any more pregnancy tests in the house because I am quite certain that this is going to be negative also. However, in the past, I have had a day that was negative and then it came back again the day after that. Of course, all those did not end well. They were all chemical pregnancies coming and going. Oh, you scared me. Anyway, scared me. You gotta go to bed here. It is your nap time. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and do these real quick and just see what happens here. Okay, so there's my new test, and I'm going to dip for 20 seconds. Okay, here's my first response, and I'm going to dip for 5. Okay, the 3 minutes is up, and I'm gonna look at the Walmart Equate first. And again, I don't really have much hope after yesterday's test, so. so weird. There actually looks like there's a blue line in the middle. Well, anyway, but you know, I'll have to show on the, it's probably, no, I would say negative at this point. Maybe in an hour and a half, it'll be positive. Anyway, it could really go either way. But anyway, here's the first response. And it's negative. So, okay. Yeah, I'll show you on the counter here. Okay, it's still very blue. It's hard to know what's happening, but it kind of looks like it's still processing. I wonder if this needs more time. Like the whole window is blue, and there looks like there's something trying to form in the middle there, but the first response is pretty negative. So I'm quite certain now that I am officially out. So, all right, see you back at 12 DPO. So I am editing out 12 and 13 DPO because they're negative, and I just don't want to waste any more time. I don't like posting all these negative clips. I did have a line on 9.5 DPO, and but I don't even feel comfortable calling this a chemical pregnancy because usually my chemical pregnancies, I had lines for days, and it was, you know, one single line out of a multitude of tests that were stark white negative. So I don't even know what to call this. I'm just sticking to my number 11. I have had 11 for sure chemicals, and I don't know what the heck happened here. But anyway, I started my period. So I'm on cycle day 3 right now. I started my period right when I turned 14 DPO at 9 p.m., which was crazy. I keep looking around because my husband's gonna come home soon. So anyway, so I want to get this done real quick. But basically, I went to the cryo bank having a gut feeling that I imagined a new donor being released. I asked her when I called last time, do you have any new donors coming in? And I don't even know what she said. I can't remember. But anyway, I looked, and there is a new donor that is brand new, and he is so cute. They just show baby pictures. He's very blonde. So my husband has very dark brown hair, so it would be very obvious that, you know, we're not related at all, that they're not related at all. But, you know, I'm not here to try to pretend that my children, you know. But anyway, so, but he never wanted that because he didn't want it to be so obvious, but he is so cute. And it's funny, we went to the playground yesterday, and I was surrounded by little blonde boys, and it's like, is that a sign? So anyway, he has a ton of ICI vials, and that's exactly what I want. So I'm excited. I'm gonna start buckling down, trying to save the money, scrape it together somehow. Hopefully YouTube can help pay for my sperm. There have been 3 girls comment on my channel telling me to put in the donation thing. I hate that. I don't even want to go there, and yet I'm gonna do it because if you find it in your heart to want to give to this cause of my sperm money, that would be amazing and wonderful, but I'm not gonna like sales pitch. I'm not gonna ask for it. It's there if you want to. and maybe just those 3 girls will be my donors, my donation people. So the 3 girls who suggested it, maybe they can buy my sperm. No, but I'm doing that, and then I'm also doing online stuff through an Australian company where they have different projects. They pay, it's small, like $5 here, you know, up to $50 here for certain projects that you apply for. And then if they onboard you, then you do the project and you get, you know, $25, $50 or something. So I'm doing that. And I've thought about getting a weekend retail job, because then my husband can watch Hannah while I, you know, go cut fabric at Michael, you know, at Joanne Fabric or something like that. So I thought about doing that too, because I'm still ovulating. My cycles are still pretty darn regular, and I can't let the hope die. I just can't let it go, because like I said before, I didn't get to do this in my 20s and 30s, and by the time we found out that my husband had the issue, I lost a lot of my fertility in those years after, you know, in waiting and trying to do IVF and all this, you know, all that stuff. Anyway, if you do want those details and want to know more about that, I'll link my fertility story. It is super long, but it covers everything of how I ended up here at this stage with donor insemination and everything. And also, if you like ovulation videos, I'll link my most popular one. But I have taken a lot of ovulation videos, and I always think I'm never going to do it again, but then I'm so glad that I do, because then so many girls are like, oh my gosh, you totally saved me the biggest headache ever. Because yeah, you can read the instructions, but then what if this happens? What if that happens? You know, this happened and that's not in the manual, you know. So they've actually been useful to people, to other women who are doing ovulation predictor kits also. So anyway, so that is what I'm gonna do, and I'm just gonna plow ahead and stay hopeful, and I'm excited to try to save the money to buy another vial, and just keep going until I don't know when, because I keep giving myself cutoffs. I said I was never gonna do it past 43, then I said I was never gonna do it past 44. Here I am, 44 and a half. My birthday's in April, and I just really want my second child, so with my own egg. So I guess that's great. That's okay for me to want that. Anyway, so thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your suggestions and your overall enthusiasm in supporting me. I so appreciate each and every one of you who care and who take the time to watch my video and root me on. I so appreciate you. So thank you so much. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.